Hey everybody, Benji here. You know, Knott's Berry Farm's got some construction going on right now. They're putting a roller coaster in and they're taking something out. I want to go see what's going on, so let's go to the park! And the park's not open just yet, but they're about to start the opening ceremonies and let people in.
Welcome to Knott's Berry Farm, the friendliest place in the West. We look forward to spending this day with you. Please join us in appreciation of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see on the Knott's early light, and
the park is open, and oh my gosh, there it is. Holy crow, Servo, and Nelson, all the pieces of track are in place. Knott's has made very quick progress on this roller coaster. Computer technology combined with modern roller coaster building techniques, these things go together really quick. They literally just ship them in pieces and bolt them together on site. Literally just a few months ago, there was another roller coaster there, and then it was a dirt lot, and now there's this. And now that all the track pieces are in place, the only thing left to do is to fill in all the gaps. Work is already well underway for what it looks to be the line queue and the gift shop, because they got to have this ride ready for the crowds this summer. Looks like they're wiring up some of the LED lighting that's going to be a part of this ride. And this is really cool. On the walls all around the Hang Time Coaster construction site, they've got Peanuts cartoons, all related to construction. I guess this little guy can't wait for Hang Time to open either. But as fast as they've been working on Hang Time, it's still going to be at least a couple months before this ride opens. Anxious, but patient. In the meantime, I will also patiently wait for Accelerator to reopen. Yeah, I love this ride, but I'm patient. Now, Accelerator's been down since last summer, but even as long as that's been down, the Sky Cabin was down for even longer. Now, the ride closed in December of 2017, right before the new year. The cabin got stuck up at the top of the tower, and they had a hard time getting people out. Eventually, firefighters were able to lower them down. But the ride is once again operational, and it's not just back, it's refurbished and updated. They've got new lighting, new cabin windows, floors, siding, and interior paint. And probably one of the most important features is air conditioning, which is great in the summer. Not needed today, though. But the Sky Cabin and Hang Time aren't the only building and refurbishments that are going on. The Timber Mountain Log Ride just got some refurbishments. Brought to you apparently at one point by Coca-Cola. Now, I'm not exactly sure what refurbishments they've done, but oh my gosh, look, I found it. Yes, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the left side of water. What? Oh, it smells all piney in here. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please. Oh, thank you. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I think it might rain today. And I'm going on a water ride. Okay, that skeleton's new, I think. Look at that. Arr, arr. Looking for your hat? It's right above you. Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this the boat to the laughing place?
Fire in the hole!
Doesn't sound like it. Whoa! You know, this ride's been here a long time, but Knott's is doing a great job at keeping it updated. Way to go. And give credit where credit is due. A big part of that is due to the fact that Cedar Fair bought Knott's back in the 90s, and they've done a great job at keeping this park updated and clean and new and just awesome. Because once upon a time, back in the 90s, Knott's Berry Farm was up for sale. And strangely enough, Disney was actually one of the companies that threw their bid into the hat. trying to acquire Knott's Berry Farm. But had they acquired it, it would not be the theme park that you and I know and love today. No, Disney had plans to turn Knott's Berry Farm into Disney's America, and who knows what would have changed with that. And kind of feeling that Disney wouldn't preserve all the stuff that Walter Knott had built here, the family ended up selling it to Cedar Fair, which was a great decision. And that's nothing against Disney. I just think that Cedar Fair has kept more in line with the original traditions and intentions and themes of the park. I mean, come on, you can't really change America's oldest and first theme park. So tell me, which do you prefer more? Poppin' Peanuts or Peanut Pops? Now, in addition to all the building and refurbishment and all the sprucing up that's going on in the park, something's leaving Knott's Berry Farm. But it's not actually inside the park. It used to be. So let's head out of the park, through the tunnel across the street, past the picnic center, through the lush jungle, up a few steps, and there it is, the Church of Reflections. Yes, sometime later this year, this is scheduled to be moved to its final resting location. But this church is really old. This is not the first place that it's been. It was first built in 1876 when the First Baptist Church of Downey needed a new sanctuary. They built it on 3rd Street near Dolan Avenue. And in 1922, when they outgrew the building, they sold it to St. Mark's Episcopal for $500. What a deal! But when they sold it, they didn't just leave it there. They moved it down to 5th Street. In 1955, the church was set to be demolished, but Walter Knott bought it and moved it in pieces to Knott's Berry Farm. And there he renamed it the Church of Reflections. But when Walter Knott moved the church here in 1955, it wasn't sitting right on this spot. It was actually inside the park. Right around here somewhere. Then in 2003, Knott's moved the church over here across the street to make way for Silver Bullet. And Walter Knott wasn't able to bring the church over here as a whole, so things like the steeple and the pews were replaced, and the stained glass windows were imported from Belgium. And there's many well-known people that are said to have passed through the front doors to this church, including John Wayne and Tennessee Ernie Ford. Ain't that right, Cousin Lucy? But now this wonderful little church is scheduled to be moved. And if everything goes according to plan, the building will be moved to Good Shepherd Lutheran Church's Crescent Avenue property sometime in September. Now this will be the 4th time that the church has been moved since it was built. Now if that ain't some holy rolling, I don't know what is. And so that's all the building and the refurbishments and the updates that are going on at Knott's right now. I'm gonna head over to Disney and meet up with a friend. So until next time, see you later. You know, Disney is pretty famous for the cats that they keep on property, for taking care of rodents. Knott's has cats too, but they also got chickens and other kind of birds. Got a bunch of little ones running around here and one giant one. Is he following me? I think that rooster doesn't like me.